What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, as I told you, what was coming down the pipeline, the moment that IBF welterweight undefeated superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 29 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, was reportedly turning down an opportunity to fight a marquee name in a marquee fight, and a fight that he's been linked to, a fighter and a fight that he's been linked to for some years now, with undefeated Mexican superstar, junior middleweight WBC interim champion, and title contender, Virgil Ortiz Jr., who is 22 wins, no loss, no draw, 21 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach, that Jaron Ennis turned down that fight because he wants to stay at 147, and they're trying to drain Virgil Ortiz down to 147, where we know that's detrimental to his health. He nearly lost his life trying to bring himself down to 147 pounds. With that said, they were scheduled to showdown February 22nd, Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia, but Virgil Ortiz Jr. has now been declined by Jaron Boots Ennis. And I stated that if Jaron Ennis does not take this fight with Virgil Ortiz and does not secure or have a plan to secure one of the champions at 147, then his brand is going to take a massive hit, right? And lo and behold, I told you guys, he was supposed to fight, instead of fighting Karen Chugajin, he should have fought the WBO welterweight newly crowned champion, undefeated Brian Norman Jr. But he didn't fight Brian Norman Jr. because they didn't want to pay Brian Norman Jr. And I stated that they should have paid Brian Norman Jr. the money he was looking for because you had all the advantages, right? You had to make the sacrifice to be able to secure that belt in a unification. He has a belt. It's a marquee fight, and you get to fight in your backyard. That's very rare. They didn't want to pay Brian Norman Jr. They made an offer to the WBA undefeated welterweight champion, Emanis Stanionis. He said that the offer was lackluster, and now he's getting ready to fight his mandatory. And then they made an offer, reportedly $2 million to Mario Barrios, and he turned it down, and he just got $3 million to fight with Jake Paul MVP Promotions against Abel Ramos and nearly got knocked out. And now, I said that if Jaron Ennis don't take this fight, it's going to look extremely bad for him if he can't secure one of these champions. And lo and behold, Mario Barrios, who's the WBC welterweight champion, and I told you this was coming down the pipeline, is now in negotiations to fight who? Undefeated British superstar, welterweight title contender, the son of a legend, Nigel Benn, that being Conor Benn. Right? And I told you, Conor Benn is with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn. And he, being Eddie Hearn, is going to favor his homegrown fighter in Conor Benn over Jaron Ennis. So he's now looking to give Conor Benn the opportunity to fight Mario Barrios, who is 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout, in his next fight, right? Mario Barrios is 29 years of age, he's about 6 feet tall with a 72-inch arm reach. They're looking to negotiate a fight with Mario Barrios now, instead of Mario Barrios and Jaron Ennis in a unification bout, right? Conor Benn, 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age. He's 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach, right? And I told you guys, Eddie Hearn is the first dibs is going to go to Conor Benn. Now, if they're planning to make a massive fight, should Conor Benn beat Mario Barrios and then make a massive fight between Conor Benn and Jaron Ennis in a unification bout, I'm all for that. But that's down the road. Because Mario Barrios was in a grueling, gruesome fight with Abel Ramos. He got a heel. He probably ain't going to fight until March, April. If he ain't fighting in March or April, then that means Boots Ennis get the winner. Let's say he ain't getting the winner till August at the very least. What are you going to do in the meantime? Who's he going to fight? Amanda Stanionis got a fight coming up. Now, Brian Norman got a fight coming up. So what are you going to do? You got to fight somebody while they're fighting, right? Because Brian Norman got a fight coming up. Then he's going to at least be out the ring for at least another 3 months after that. Same with Barrios and same with Amanda Stanionis. So in the meantime, Boots, who fought November 9th, what is he going to do? Who's he going to fight? An opponent that people don't want to see him fight. And people are going to complain that you should have fought Virgil Ortiz Jr. If they're setting up a mega fight between Conor Benn and Jaron Ennis, I'm all for that. But Jaron Ennis and Eddie Hearn said that 154 was the best move for Jaron Ennis. And now he's going to stay there. And I'm all for it. To unify the belts, become undisputed, I'm all for that. I've been saying I didn't want to see him leave the division until he unified the belts. But now Conor Benn is going to get the opportunity to fight Mario Barrios. And I guarantee you, they're going to pay Mario Barrios what needs to be paid to get the fight done with Conor Benn. They wasn't willing to go that far with Jaron Boots Ennis. That's where the difference lies. They're going to make sure they secure this fight for Conor Benn, whatever it takes to get it done. However much money they got to spend to get it done. They wasn't willing to do that with Boots. I told you, similar situation, right, with Anthony Joshua. They overpaid Charles Martin $7 million for Anthony Joshua to fight against Charles Martin in the unification. Eddie Hearn is going to go above and beyond for his fighters to secure that fight and those belts. Is he going to do the same for Boots Ennis is the question. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, I'm gone. Peace.